Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us for the Pick of the Week. Yes, it's the start of a brand new launch that is here to last, funnily enough, just for that week, Friday through Friday. And listen, you've already had a bit of a sneaky peek as to what you are going to be getting in that launch. And so many of you shopped for it and bought it during Wake Up Call. It is such a brilliant collection. Let me tell you as well, don't forget, coming up tonight, Friday Night Live is back. We're going to be looking forward to all the fun and games there. So make sure you're joining us a little bit later on. But this collection has been absolutely flying. It is, of course, the Great Outdoors, a collection which I think you are going to love. If you've not yet seen it, it is all about taking those hikes, taking those walks, going cycling, fishing, beautiful camping in the mountains, at the seaside, wherever it might be. If you love the great outdoors, if you love being out and about in the sunshine, whether it be cycling, whether it be camping, then this collection you are going to absolutely love. All the details on your screen there for the pick of the week. It is going to give you 2 paper pads within this set. What we were finding earlier on is that the majority of people plumped for the pick of the week because that's everything. They knew they were going to get those 2 paper pads in there, so you're paying an extra £5 for the pick of the week, but we do give you 2 paper pads. And then so many of you were buying extra paper pads on top of that as well. We have sold hundreds of those individually, so do get on with this quite quickly. It's £63.19 for the full collection. That's your platinum price, $84.79. We'll have a good look through this with Sara in just a second, but look again here, everything that you are going to be getting. You've got the ability to be able to build your own tent in here. You've got all the scenery dies as well, so you've got that beautiful alpine charm. You've got your beautiful best views in there as well. And what I love about this, I said this earlier on, you've got ways to be able to create cards and projects which kind of look more like your English countryside, and then you've got ways to be able to create cards and projects which look more sort of North American, if you like. This signpost die and stamp set you're going to absolutely love. But like I said, we cover off things like cycling, camping, caravanning, fishing, walking, hiking, running. It's all in there, and you've got some beautiful sentiments as well. It is a fantastic collection, and as I said a little bit earlier, one of my favourite collections of the year so far. Let us know in the comments if you picked this up earlier on. If you haven't yet seen it in full detail, we will get into it over the course of the next 2 hours. Loads of demos, loads of inspiration, and the lady here to provide all of that inspiration is the lovely Sara. Sara, first of all, what a collection this is, and it was so busy in our little preview earlier on, wasn't it?
I know, so I'm going to say that you said it's one of your favourite collections this year.
Yep.
I challenge you to tell me what else we've launched that would top it. And I know we're in the beginning of May, but I know, Ben and I are very similar like this. We're both quite outdoorsy people.
Yeah.
We used to meet up and go running a lot. And so I just think if this is your heartland and this is the sort of thing you love, then honestly, I just think you're going to love making cards with it. Just have a little look at some of these, right?
Look at this.
They're just so much fun. And it's things like, so you've got a bell tent like this, haven't you?
We have, yeah.
Yeah, so I just love this idea of the little mini bell tent. You've got the trees in there, all these little accessory pieces, the festoon lighting, I think, super cute. But then also, if you want to start and go really advanced, I mean,
That's amazing, isn't it?
What a card. And then how clever, look. Folds down flat to go in the envelope, stands up and gives you that amazing 3D. I mean, that one of Sandy's, I am so impressed. I just love that card.
That's a showstopper, that, isn't
that
it?
is an absolute, that to me, that needs to be a craft along.
Yes.
Yeah, that needs to be a craft along. This I absolutely love. Using, I mean, that's one of our other die sets, crikey, from years ago, that isn't it? But how cute is that with the Fisherman inside there? So you've got in here stamps, you've got lovely die sets, we've got the components that are going to work together. Whether you're wanting to do, let me just stand this one up. Look at that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't that just lovely? And I just, all these components, I did a demo with this in the first show that we absolutely loved. Do you want me to walk you through all of the individual pieces that are in there? Right, okay, so let me just get this. Hang on, I'll put you down there. I'll put you on here, and then you can go up there. Right, so, if you didn't see it, by the way, in Wake Up Call, here's the card I did in Wake Up Call. Right, so I showed everybody how we do this sort of colouring on the wood bark and get this effect, how we do the masking technique to do the colours in the background, the die cutting to build up this background here. So that was in Wake Up Call. If you go and watch that back, it did take me almost the whole hour to do that card. but my word, it was a lovely one. I took inspiration from one that Nicola did, but let me show you everything that we've got in the collection, right? So if I start with the die cut pieces, there is, I'm going to call it Ben's tent.
Oh, I like it.
So there is Ben's tent. There's your little festoon lighting on the top. Look at all these little accessory pieces down here with like the the little campfire on here. I just love them, right? That is, where is it? This die set here. Yeah. Right? So you can see there, all those components for the tent make up this. All those little accessory pieces make up all these little pieces that go with it. And then you've got your little bits of lights as well. Now there's that. Then there is also this die set where you're getting the grass that we used in Wake Up Call and also the tree. So look here. You can see we've used the blank tree, and you can either add on the springtime leaves, or you can add on more like the oaky type leaves on there, just to however you want to put this together. And just like the little bunny rabbit and that, I think they look fabulous. Then you've also got this set, which gives you the trees. So for example, look how awesome this card looks. That's one of the ones that's got like that concertina edge. Yeah. And you've got those lovely trees on the inside there as well. And then can you see in the background, you've got the mountains? Yes. That is then this die set, right? So those are all the die sets that you're going to build in and layer up. Now, sorry, those are all the scenic die sets. There's also another lovely set of dies, which I love, which is this one here. So that is what you saw me use when we create this. And I taught everybody how you can use, you can die cut the sign, but then you've got all the stamps which are designed to perfectly fit on there to tell that story. Or look at this one here. I love this sample. Who made this one? Oh, wow. Another one of Sandy. Sandy had a field day with this collection, didn't she? So she stamped that. But then look, made an amazing little scene on the inside. So good, that, isn't it? Look at that. I just think that is such a... And then all these stamps, they're all included in here as well. We'll come on to that a little bit. Just look at that fire. Really fantastic, right? So those are all of your die sets. Then we move on to the stamp sets. Now with the stamps, if I just show you, you've got the guy walking his dog. You've got, that's like you, Ben, isn't it? It is like me, yeah. Walking his dog. You've got the lady out walking in the mountains as well. Yeah. You've got the one that I did in the last show, which was the mountain biker in there. And you've got the fisherman guy. Love that. So just use it. They're all designed to be coloured. So they are fabulous stamp sets that you can do some amazing colouring with. And I did some colouring in the Wake Up Call show. I'm going to be doing more colouring in this show, showing you. And let me know which one you want me to do. Do you want me to do the fisherman? Yeah. Do you want me to do the guy? Do you want me to do the girl? Which one do you want me to? Which one do you want me to see? Shout up in the comments. Shout in the comments, and I can do whichever one you want and show you how it goes. Excellent. But look, this one here has got all the others in. So there's the lady, there's the guy, and then we love this because look, it's got the cyclist. So good, isn't that, nice? Just a little bit different. You want to put it in there in the middle. So you've got a little bit of all sorts, right? So there are the stamp sets of the people. Yep. Then we've got the stamp and die sets, and there's two. You've got the caravan and the camper van. Brilliant. Okay? So here you go. I mean, if you're going for it, use both of them together. Right? So you've got the caravan and the camper van there out on the road. Or start and use them in conjunction with all the other pieces. How good's that? Oh, that's so cool. Camper van out there, and it's your proper little old VW camper. And then this will show you how fabulous these stamps are. Yeah. The best view comes with the best view comes after the hardest climb. True that. True that. And let me just show you all them stamps. There they are. Dream big, travel often, the great outdoors, find yourself in nature, explore more, bon voyage, the road is yours, take a walk to the mountain, all these lovely pieces. Oh, then there's the extra little stamp that's the compass. Yeah. And you've got that stamp. Now this paper pad, so bear in mind, in your pick of the week, you've got one each of everything, but then we've also thrown in an extra paper pad. So it's a brilliant saving today when you're getting all of the runs in the collection and the extra paper pad. And I know we normally do a bonus buy, but there's only the one paper pad, so we just chucked it in with the pick of the week. But a lot of people are going for extra paper pads on top. And isn't it great with the paper pads that we're doing at the minute, Sarah, that we're giving you components that work with the actual collection, but then we're giving you more generic papers that you can use with other collections? I think it just makes the whole thing go further, doesn't it? You think we planned it. It's been very, very busy. The pick of the week, you've seen everything there. 2 paper pads you'll get within the pick of the week, but then you
can buy more, and a lot of people have done that. We were calculating that the majority of people that bought the pick of the week added at least one. A lot of people were buying two. The paper pad on its own, a third of the stock, and it was a big stock, let me just tell you that, a third of that stock has gone. If you want to add an extra one into your basket, I think the platinum price on it was like $3.99, and it's about $5, something like that. So it's definitely worth putting more in. Let's say a few hellos. Jan's on the socials once again, working hard today. Trudy says hello again. Hello Susan Urch in Illinois. Louise Burton joins us saying hello everyone, happy Friday. Hello Louise. Hello to Terry H from Oklahoma. Visiting my daughter this weekend, she says, but I've still been watching and shopping with Crafters TV. That's the brilliant thing though, isn't it? Because we are online, you can take us with you wherever you go, whether you watch on your phone, your tablet. It's brilliant. Betty's joined us from Idaho. Kirsty D is in Thornaby. LC says hi again, Sara, Ben, team and all. Stephen Nicole joins us, and Christine Mahoney. Samantha Lung says morning. Hello Sarah. Hello Teresa Campbell. Kendall Serafian joins us in Minnesota. Also, we've got Lois in Ohio, Julie Palmer, and Tracy Bosworth says, good afternoon, Sarah and Ben. Some really great samples. You can tell when it's a great collection when the DT have had an absolute field day. And the Paper Crafting Junkie says, hello all my crafty friends. I hope all of you are having a lovely day, a wonderful day. Let me say this is the most versatile set with so many components. You'll have really outdone yourself with this set. And hello to Evelyn, who joins us as well from sunny Colorado. Keep the chat coming in. In the last show, we were talking about, where you like to go as far as going into the great outdoors is concerned. Let us know in this show. Let's talk about what you like to do. Do you go cycling? Are you more of like a hiker? Do you enjoy camping? Have you got a caravan? That kind of thing. Let us know in the comments, and let's keep the chit chat going. And as Sara said, let us know what you want to see. Let us know if there's something particular you want Sara to colour. Let us know if there's a particular hint or tip that you need with this collection, or any sort of general questions about this collection. Please do shout up. But we'll leave that on the screen for you there. $63.19 for the pick of the week, or $84.79. It's supposed to last until next Friday. If it keeps selling at this rate, you haven't got a chance. Bottom of the screen as well, we've just popped in that extra 6x6 paper pad. So that's $4.99. or $6.95, but of course that is before your discounting Club Inspire. So yeah, if you are a platinum member, you're coming down to $3.99. Keep those comments coming through, as I say. Just to let you know, after this show, we have got Friday Night Live tonight. I know Brian messaged me, I don't got my cars ready, all prepped. Brian messaged me privately tonight saying, looking forward to the fun tonight. No, not Tipping Point, Friday Night Live. It's going to be a great show tonight. All the jokes lined up and ready to go. I've done them on this card. Yeah, I've got them already, written them down. We've also got a brilliant game tonight as well. It's that answer smash. Remember we did that about 3 weeks ago, where you have like two things come up on the screen and then you have to like smash the answers together to create one answer. It's the one that confused D-Rob. Really, really confused there. So that's up tonight with Debbie Fisher. It will be fun. She does like board games, Debbie, so we'll see, even though it's not a board game. And also on the show tonight, of course, we'll be giving you the opportunity to win your basket. And if you sent any pictures recently, make sure you're watching end of the show. We've got our Friday Night Faves, where if your picture features, we could be sending you 50 bonus points towards your Club Inspire account. All of that. No doubt we'll probably be looking at the great outdoors as well. We've got all the price drops on the show too. And let me point you also towards our daily deal. You'll see that on the website right now. An unbelievable deal, just for 24 hours only, on a set of 5 shimmer sprays. The price is bonkers, and we'll talk more about that tonight on Friday Night Live. But let's get into it. Back to the great outdoors, and Sara is ready to get the campfire going and cook up a crafty storm.
Okay, so if you were watching earlier on Wake Up Call, I said with these, I want to do more involved cards, because what you'll find is the cards pull from a lot of components of the range. It's not the sort of range whereby, oh, I can just get that one. Trust me, you need all the different components working together. So actually, I'm going to kind of split my demo into multiple mini demos. So I'm going to start off, I thought we'd do the camper van.
Nice.
And I'd show you how we do a little bit of colouring on the camper van. And then once we've done the colouring, I can make it into the next card, right? So there is your stamp. Actually, for speed purposes, there is the one that I've done I've stamped out there. So you're going to stamp it with your Finesse alcohol-proof ink pad. Now, I'm going to show you how we're going to colour it, and I'm going to use the coral. So I've got my coral blends and shades. I'm going to use the blue turquoise with a little bit of luggage on the top. And then I've got my 2 different greys. I've got my grey, my ice grey and my brown grey. So I'm going to use the brown grey blend just to colour the top bit and my dark grey shades for the underneath. So let me just kind of get in. If I start with the actual base colouring, Ben, I'm going to colour these components on the inside here. So here, 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 here. Yeah. And here, yeah, all of that. I'm going to colour that, all of that with the coral. So for each one, I'm going to put the coral base down in the middle, right? And I just like to get that base colour down to start with. And then we're going to colour each of those components as like a rounded, so we've got like a light part in the middle of each. Yeah. So then what I do is I come round the outside, and you're going to come right round the outside like this. So you see, for all this is coral, it's coral, but it's a nice, it's not too, what's the word? It's not, it's like quite ready. It's quite a ready coral, right? So I'm going to bring this up along here. Make sure they can come all the way along all of those, and all the way down to there. And down here like this, right? Yeah. And then what you'll see is for each of these, I'm going to bring it, so look, I'm going to come right up around here, and I'm going to just start and blend out. So this is Coral 10. Right. So because I'm using the shades and the blends, because I want a really, really deep. This is, a lot of people don't understand why we've got the different tri-blends, but we've got we started off with just the blend. Yeah. The shades gives you all of the darker colours in each one of these. Right. So I'm going to take this right up to there, have some dark colouring all the way up the bottom, and then starting with a little bit more into here, and you'll see me doing all of that blend. So basically, if you've got the blends and the shades, it gives you a bigger sort of colour spectrum within each of the different colours, doesn't it?
100%. All the different shades and blends of those.
100%. Right, so there's a dark. So I'm stepping down from 10. I might come down a tiny little bit more into the next one, but not too much. And I'm just, if you look, I'm just blending slightly around the edge. And then I'm going to come straight into the next one. So there's only just a tiny little bit of 8. And then I'm going to come right down to a bit of 7. And then I'm going to step down from 7 into my, then I'm going from the blend into the shades. Okay. So always, now Leanne always calls this preserving the highlight. Yes. So can you see I'm preserving the highlight bit in the middle, and I'm going to continue and build up. Right, this is where I've said enough and you're losing us.
I was just about to say, I love the camper van that we've got in this set, because it's very much like the old style VW camper vans. I've never had one, always wanted to have one of these when I was younger. Don't you remember when Jamie Oliver first hit the scenes?
Yes, he had a camper van like this.
Yeah, well, so he had one like this. It was what I wanted. It was the VW. It was like a late 1960s, early 1970s, a split screen. So like where the front windscreen, you could open it up. And he had his done, like he'd obviously bought an old one and then had it all like repanelled, resprayed, and like the inside of it like all kitted out, all mod cons. And he did a TV show like travelling around the countryside in his, and I always wanted to. Maybe again when I'm older. When I'm older, listen to me. When I'm grown up.
When I'm grown up.
Yeah. Might get myself a VW split screen camper van, but yeah, I just think they're such lovely.
So I'm looking at that, and I'm actually thinking I need to bring in more. I'm going to bring the darkness in a little bit further. Can you see? Yeah. So I'm preserving less highlight. So you can always go back in once it's nice and alcoholed up. Yeah. So I always like to think of my cars once it's drunk. Okay. So once it's drunk and it's got quite a little bit of alcohol in, then you can go and add a little bit more.
Your van, if I remember rightly, because your camper van was sort of done up, wasn't it? And your dad did yours, didn't he?
So my dad built our camper van.
Yeah, I thought that's right.
And the kids, and so so the difference with ours is what my dad did is he got an old van. Yeah. And then he bought an old caravan. So we got £500 caravan from the scrap heap. Right? Yeah. And then he retrofit the caravan into the camper van.
That's so clever.
Right. So there you go. Now I know that looks, you can almost see the light bits, but what you'll see is, look how much alcohol's in there now. Yeah. Right? So as the alcohol starts to evaporate, you'll get more of a blend going on. We can always go and rework it a little bit more as we're looking. So I've done that bit. What I wanted to show you is how we do the white bits at the top. Yeah. Right? So when we die cut it, it's going to cut our windows out. So what I wanted to just show you is I'm going to come round the outside where we would have the can you see? I'm just going to come round here where we would have a little bit of colour, but it's white. People always struggle with, well, if it's white, how do I get the colour and the shading in? This is how you do it. Right, I'm going to take a little bit of time, come with the dark.
Whilst we're watching you, Evelyn's joined us in Colorado. Kirsty Lee says, I've been sprucing up a mirror frame with my gilding wax.
Oh, like to see that.
Says, I've just been and answered the front door and I didn't know I've got silver gilding wax on my nose. That is brilliant. Feel free to send us any pictures. I'd love to see if you've got any of the old-fashioned camper vans. If you've got a V-dub, send that in, because I love those old-fashioned vans. Terry H says, we go to the San Juan Mountains every year, side-by-side riding. We also got a mini camper for off-grid camping, and this collection is absolutely perfect. Bottom of the screen, we just put the details up if you want to send in any pictures to us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. And Emma says, this is what I love. Like, you guys in the US have really taken to this collection because you can see all the opportunities to craft with it. And as I say, a lot of the scene dyes in there, I think, will work nicely with kind of like North American scenery. But then you've got our British viewers as well, like Emma, who's saying, I love this collection because it would go fab with the best of British, and that was the first CC I ever brought. So you've got our US viewers who can see how well this is going to work and how you can create the great outdoors that you see, and then our British viewers are saying exactly the same because you can see how you can kind of build up the scenes that we have here in the UK. So it's such a great collection. I think that we've ticked all of those boxes. Kathy just says, good morning. I went camping last week with my daughter, my son-in-law and the grandkids. When it started to get dark, the raccoons came to visit. They opened up a pack of coconut water and the cooler, and they took out the kids' Kool-Aid drinks.
That's hilarious. Cheeky raccoons.
Are they raccoons generally? So if you see a raccoon, can they be quite vicious? They can be a bit.
They're like scavengers, aren't they?
A bit like foxes that we get. Producer Johnny's just going, yeah, I don't think you want to tackle one, Ben, to be honest with you. I think they do stand up, don't they? And do they spit or something like cats?
Do they?
I think they can be quite ferocious, can't they, for their size? Paper Crafting Junkie says the vintage caravan would go great in a travel journal with all the accessories. Let's see some vacay pics. Come on, send those in to us.
Yes.
Any pictures of you around the campfire? Any pictures of you with your tent? Anyone got any pictures of Bigfoot? A Sasquatch, yeah. Let us see those pictures, shall we? Pat's joined us, saying happy Friday, Ben and crew and Sara, all my lovely crafting friends. And Alexandra says, I had a VW camper in the early 80s. It was a T1, so no rising roof. It was the T2, wasn't it, which was the splitty. She says, I drove all around Cornwall in it. No, I wasn't a surfer, just on holiday with the family. Let's have all of these pictures, please. Come on, we'll do a little bit of a gallery later on. Obviously, we can't show them on screen, but producer Johnny will send them through to me tablet, and we'll show all of those pictures as well. This is coming on a treat, Sara. This is absolutely brilliant. I can tell you're enjoying it because you've gone quiet.
Because I've gone quiet, yeah. Honestly, it's something you don't get treated to very, very often.
No.
But do you know what? It's because I'm in my own little world colouring and thoroughly enjoying being in my own little world colouring.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this. I'm right there. Right, let's have a little look. A little bit more darkness along here. And this is, so I'm just using, this is my ice grey shade. So what I've done is I've used one type of grey on the top and a different type of grey on the bottom. So you really want to have kind of a bit of a different feel of the different types of grey. This is why you've got two greys in there. Yeah. Because grey is, as much as it's the dull colour, it's probably your most useful colour that you'll work with. So don't be frightened to have a bit play with your different greys as it was.
We are super busy for the paper pads. Let me just tell you, we had a lot of the paper pads, a big stock, and I can't believe I'm saying this, 40% of the week's worth of stock has gone in. Well, we've had this on air for an hour and 20 minutes basically, so that is a worrying factor if you're expecting to kind of pick this up later in the week. If you're going to have a bit of a think and then come back maybe middle of next week, you're going to be in a bit of trouble here. So I would think quickly and shop even quicker, because the point is you've got 2 paper pads within the pick of the week. So for an extra £5, you get that second paper pad within the actual bundle. But then the problem you've got is that people have seen the paper pad, they love it, and then they're adding another one into their basket, or a lot of people have added 2 into their basket. So shop fairly swiftly. If you think you can make use of this beautiful collection, I'll be picking it up now. Like Sue, she says, I've just ordered this collection. Now watching and knitting baby hats for North Tees Hospital Maternity Unit. What a lovely thing to do, Sue.
She's in our neck of the woods then.
That's really lovely.
Right, let me have a look. I need to make sure I'm lined up.
Okay.
Perfect, right, I hope I am.
There we go.
Ooh, right, I'm gonna chance my arm and hope I've got this lined up perfectly.
Rosalind is saying, usually raccoons aren't aggressive unless there's babies around. We had to put a weight on our trash can because they were sitting in there eating the trash.
Oh.
And I would have fainted if a raccoon visited my picnic and helped themselves, says Lois. There's little blighters. There we go, look at that.
And then look what I've done. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut another one in the black. You know I'm a little bit obsessed with this whole look, don't you? One in the white, one in the black. Let me just fit this on here. Just, do you know, if you kind of get it through the mini these days, it's not worth doing, is it not? I'm doing most of my crafting with my little Gemini mini because it's so quick and easy.
If you need more black card as well, by the way, we've got the 5x7 matte black card on the show. So if you
I'm using it for everything, so you might as well stock up on it while you're there. Right, let's have a little look. So, again, if I take this and I just want to do a little bit of, use your dotty tape pen here.
Bottom of your screen for a matte black. I think it's buy two, get one in that bundle. Right. Here we go.
So, I'm going to take that down. Just slightly offset it so that you've got that. Yeah, see.
Perfect.
Then look how much better that looks with that little bit of black. Little camper van. And look, you've got that lovely, it's like the light is bouncing off it.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to use that on my base, but I'm actually going to build up the whole card.
Okay.
So you want me to keep going, tell the story?
Let's do it.
Right, so let's start. Your linen card, our Craig would be in love with this because I know he's a big linen card obsessed freak. Well, he is, isn't he?
He
right?
is, he is an obsessed freak.
So let's have a look. Watch this one. This is a lovely technique. So can you see, this is the die set. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this, even though it's kind of cutting off partially, you can line this up wherever you want. Now, this I am going to use on my big Gemini machine.
Yeah.
Because I want to cut it in a certain place. So can you see, I'm going to take this, I'm going to lie it on there, I'm going to pop it through, and then while that is cutting through, let's choose a complementary colour. Might get a bit of blue. Might mix a bit. I might mix my own shade going on here.
Okay.
Right. So what I want is, I want something that is going to, oh, there we go. See, there's me mountains, right? But I want you to put this back in because we're going to, where are you dropping into? There we go. Right. So I'm going to use my colour and I'm going to ink through there a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that book. So I had this early, didn't I? Right. So let's start with a bit of Oasis first of all. Oh, great tip here. Watch this, right? So if I take this down here like that, right? I don't, right?
Yeah.
So I'm taking that into here, even though, because I just don't want the colour going. So even though you might think, oh, that's a little bit of a random colour, a little bit of blue on there, it's actually going to look really, really good. I might take you off.
Can I just say as well, Sarah, whilst you're doing that, because obviously you've been doing a lot of alcohol colouring, Papercraft Junkie has just messaged, say, Ben and Sara, I just want you to know that I've received my Crafter's alcohol marker card, and to me, it is the best of any card out there. It blends so, so well. Y'all must try it.
Yeah, do you know what? If you do alcohol pen colouring but don't use the alcohol pen card, that'll be life-changing. Because quite often a lot of people think, oh, it's me, I'm not very good at colouring in.
Right.
It's not you at all. It's just not having the right tools for the job.
Yeah, yeah.
So, there, see, that's what I was after.
That's really nice.
Little bit of a shape, but it's a completely different colour, so don't be thinking, because I was thinking I might have to add a bit of brown in for depth. I actually don't think I do. So look up, you see, that's going to be out there in there. Now, what I can do is, I can also use, did you see in the last show, I cut myself some trees out? Right, so I can build up and lay the tree. However, you know what I love to do? One on the blue, one on the green, one on the black. So if I take my dotty tape pen going up here, what you can see is I'll be able to do all of this. Hang on, straight along here. So I'm going to shadow these. Just take them. Oh, come on.
A lot of our guys seem to be using more of the black card stock now, whether it be like shadowing scenes like you're doing here, or indeed like shadowing, like doing drop shadows on sentiments and stuff. It just adds so much, doesn't it, having that second layer?
I just think it makes the whole thing look so professional.
Yeah.
Look at that there, right, on there like that. Bringing that down, right? Look how much better that looks now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're after. That is the difference, right? So I'm just building up the scene. And I can do that, and I can yes.
Love
So you
that.
can start and see how it's all coming together, right? Now, give me a second, because I'm going to have to pull all my other bits and pieces together, and I'm going to try and put this, I'm going to get ready to do the whole card.
I'll show you a few of the finished samples that I've got over here. I'll flick you through the pad as well. Keep sending the comments and the pictures as well. So comments-wise, where do you love to go camping? You know, are you a cyclist? Are you a hiker, a walker? What do you like to do when you go out and about? And if you've got any pictures as well, feel free to send those through. Thank you, Terry H. We've got yours. We'll have a look at those shortly. Kathy says, raccoons, they stare at you and chatter. She says, I had to go into the camper. We had about 6 of them every night. Okay. Cheryl says, I can remember my uncle's VW. I have so many memories of the good old days, mostly going to the beaches. Do you know what, Cheryl? That's such a good point. I think that's why this collection's hitting a spot with a lot of people. I think of the holidays that we've done with the kids over the years, and we've been abroad, you know, been to Greece and Cyprus and all these different places. But my favourite holiday to do with the kids, and they always talk more about these holidays. My father-in-law has a caravan, and for probably about 5 or 6 years, he used to take it down to this holiday park, Bantham Bay in Devon. Absolutely beautiful beach and quite a simple campsite, but lovely old caravan. And we used to just take it in turns, like Laura's sisters and brothers would have a week there each, and we used to go there for a week. You know, simple sort of caravan out in the middle of a field, but access to a beach. And we just used to go there and just have the best times. You know, we used to go like out in the dinghies and stuff, out swimming in the sea. Then have a night time, you'd have the campfire going, you'd be out there playing games, singing songs and stuff. And I think that's why so many people love this collection, because you can think back to those days perhaps when you were, you know, going camping with the kids. And if you're doing it now as well, it's a collection that certainly is going to bring back lots and lots of different memories. LDD, Helen just says, hello Ben and Sara, and all my friends from the farm near Philadelphia. This set is getting my creative juices working. My most favourite trips were camping in the Canadian Rockies. Pictures, please. That would be amazing. I bet those pictures are incredible. Also, thank you to Sue, who says, looks good with the windows cut out. Yeah, why not? And Rhonda says, good morning, Ben, Sara team, and all from Oak Park, Chicago. We must just talk really quickly about this pad, because let me just tell you, we are well over 40% of the pad now gone. If you're going for the pick of the week, you get 2 of the pads within it. However, most people are getting the pick of the week and then an extra one. A lot of people are going for the pick of the week and then an extra 2. It's only $3.99 if you're a platinum member. It's only $5.56. You're going to get in here 24 sheets in total, single-sided sheets, 12 designs, 2 of each. And as I said earlier, what's so lovely about this is you will get kind of like camping-specific pages in here. So that one's got like the little canoe in there. You've got your stripes in different colours in here. This one, again, has got mountains, it's got the trees, you've got your axe in there, there's a compass, there's a barbecue fire extinguisher. That's a really cool little paper. But then you've got like ditzy florals in there. You've got more sort of camping scenes again here. I mean, you could cut that into strips if you wanted. You've got plaid designs in here. There's that camper van, once again, or the caravan, I should say. Wood kind of textured designs in here, more florals in there as well, more different sort of diagonal plaids in there in different colours, more stripes, more sort of mountain scenery in there too. So it's a really cool pad to work with this collection, of course it is, but then you've got lots of different patterns in there as well, which you can work and use outside of this collection too. And just again, some of the finished samples that you haven't yet seen. I mean, how brilliant is this? Again, just working with the camper van that Sara's working with now, that signpost from a little bit earlier on. The tent is absolutely brilliant in there too, and a great way for you also to be able to kind of build up all of these different scenes. Get your foam pads out, get your chunky glue out, and just create that kind of 3D effect with this. This is a really lovely project as well. Who made this one? Rebecca. Have a look at that. Such a beautiful card, almost like the lady's looking into the Polaroid picture that she's taken on her travels. I absolutely love that. Really, really brilliant collection, and you can get uber creative with this as well. Few more quick comments, and then we'll get back to Sara. Thank you to Rhonda, who says glamping is the only way I will camp. I know some people do love to glamp. Is that when you get like you get a hut, don't you, or you get like a little chalet, something like that? It's camping, but not quite the full experience, with a few little home comforts. Lois says Greece is beautiful. And Sue's just asking, Sara, a bit of I suppose a generic question, but which collection of linen cardstock would work best with this collection? I suppose you want a lot of your greens, really, don't you?
A lot of the greens would be really good, and also the slightly more muted colour palettes would work really, really well. So, yeah. We
do have a linen cardstock bundle on the show, actually, which includes the Royal Jungle, which I think that, I don't know if I've got it with me. I haven't got it here, no. Maybe we can find that. Royal Jungle, Graceful Plumes. You've got the Vintage Halloween in there as well, and some florals. So that one will definitely have some greens in it, so it might be worth popping into your basket as well. Right, back to you, Sarah.
Okay, right, so there's a lot of the cards prepped here, but I still want to put it together and show you what I'm doing, right? So what I've done is I'm going to do a, wrap around.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my base, I've got my base card, and I'm going to do this wrap around. So can you see, you make the wrap about an inch bigger, and so that when we wrap it round, you get that sort of shaping on the front.
Yeah.
And then I've got it all prepped because I wanted to spend my time doing the actual, you know, great outdoorsy stuff. But I've got all of these. I've used the oval nesting dies to get everything laid up. So I've just got all of the kind of prep work done as it was to make the card super simple as we're putting it together.
Yeah.
So now when you're doing this, use the right glue. This is perfect to use the all-purpose, because the all-purpose is going to give me a little bit of manoeuvrability, but also if I get any excess glue oozing out, doesn't matter because we can rub it away, right? So can you see I'm just getting all that rubbed out the way. That is now there. These are what I'm talking about, where it's oozing out at the top, so I'm just rubbing the excess away. Oh, that's what I was trying to avoid doing, is bending my cardstock. This card, by the way, is our white stamping card.
Right.
That is the best one for you to be using as a nice base. But by doing that, it's going to give me that lovely base. You just come in, I've got glue all over here. Right, so there is that part there. Now, when this wraps around the front, this is where I've got to just be careful to keep this, maintain the structural integrity. This is going to wrap around. I've done a nice back piece with just some clouds on, and I'm going to wrap it round that there. Now, all I'm going to do is, before I do this, I've got this ready, and I'm going to use my tape pen just to take the tape around the outside.
I tell you what, whoever was asking about the greens, or what collection of linen cardstock would work best with this collection, the luxury linen 4-piece collection that we've got on the show would be really nice, because you've got some beautiful greens within the Graceful Plumes. You've also got in there the cardstock from the Royal Jungle. What's the one on the end, Johnny? Did you say? Oh, layered florals, and then what's this one here? That one on the far right.
That's a nice set of muted colours on there.
All Hallows Eve. We'll try and get this set off Jake, actually. He's just going to go and get it for us now so I can show you in the studio, because you might want to add that into your basket with this collection. Well done, Rilla. Says, such a gorgeous set. I finally gave in and bought it. And Rhonda says, home comforts, like, oh, I don't know, a shower and a toilet. Lol.
Yeah, you don't get much of that when you're camping, do you not? That's why my Simon doesn't like it.
I think, don't you go, I mean, we go to, when we've camped in tents before, we normally go to a place where you have like a facilities block.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so you don't have to dig a hole or anything like that.
No, we're not quite that.
That would be going too far, obviously.
Yeah, but still, it's not quite the same as your own shower at home.
And if I'm being honest as well, we always, when we take the bell tent, we always do try and get one with an electrical hookup, so we can take a little radiator with us as well.
That's cheating.
Yeah,
That's
isn't it?
Definitely cheating.
Yeah, but you know.
Right, so look, I'm going to wrap this around there, and that's going to be ready for my base. But before I do that, let's build up the scene inside.
Okay.
Right? So, here we go. I had the base piece here. Do you know what I'm going to use? My 3D glue gel. She says, where have I put it? Here it is, right? Because that 3D glue gel means I'm going to get a little bit of manoeuvrability time.
Yeah.
So if it's not quite where I want it, I can push it up a little bit. So a couple of little gaps of the 3D glue gel. So I want it raised up there, but then I want it straight stuck down here, right? So we can go there, and I can say, right, I want you, I think, around about there. So I'm going to flat stick you there, lift it up a little bit here.
That scene's brilliant.
Yeah.
So good.
See, it's looking good, isn't it, right? Then we're going to come in, the next bit was with our trees. So I'm going to do the same. We're going to put our flat stick down the bottom. All right, and then I'm going to put a couple of little bits of my glue gel up onto the top on the tree, so that these will lift up a little bit, and then that is going to position in next. So I think, do we want it around about there like that? Yep, I'm happy with that. Popping them down. Oh, you get in there. I need you to be able to shut around there. Yep. Now my camper van, I want right in the middle. Yep. So here's what I'm going to do. Watch. I've made a 3D just folded a piece of cardstock round so that when I stick that on there, it's going to stick up 3D. That's what you want. Stick glue to glue. And I'm going to pop that right across the middle here so that that enables me to pop that on. Instead of just putting a ton of 3D glue gel, that is going to stand up and it's going to... So if you look at that from the front, you'll probably see how that is really stood up there. Lovely Jamie's going to give us that shot in a second. So it's just, there you go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yay, you can see that perfectly. So that's nice. What else have I got? I've done a little bit of a road. Mm-hmm. So my road will go down there. Yeah, let's get that on.
This is brilliant, this, coming together.
It's coming together nicely. So honestly, I had an absolute field day with this collection. And I'll be really honest, guys, I didn't come up with any of these ideas. No. I just looked at the cards that our designers had done and sent in, and I based all my ideas on copying the cards that they've done.
I'm really enjoying though. Let us know in the comments as well if you are. I'm really enjoying the fact that you're kind of doing like 3 or 4 demos in one, which I think is really enjoyable to see how like a full project comes together and lots of different mini demos to do the full demo. I really like that.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well, maybe I'll aim to do this more often for you then.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you're enjoying it, what you want to see more of.
So, right, let's have a little look. I'm going to put that grass down there, right?
Yep.
And then I'm going to put this grass there. So can you see, is it lit? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, like really that.
Cool. Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to put you down here and a little bit of tape at the edges here. So now I've got 1 layer of grass, 2 layer of grass. Yeah. Yeah, actually that's maybe a little bit high. Will you lift off? Yes, you will. Just coming a tiny bit up. Is that better? Yes, that's better. Lovely, right? So stick you down there. So it's going to come round. Yeah. And actually, am I ready for you to go in? I think I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how you're getting the running commentary as we go on, Ben.
No, it's brilliant.
Right, so here we go. So you see now the broom. So that's going to go in there.
Yeah.
That is going to go round about there. Yep. Oh, she says as I've knocked it. So I think there was about where I wanted it. So right.
Colleen just says, I'm loving this card. It really looks like a fun card to make for sure. And good morning, Patty. Patty Levesque from New Hampshire says, happy birthday to me. My daughter is ordering this collection for my birthday present. How lovely.
Oh, yes. Love your daughter. I couldn't think of anything better.
Happy birthday, Patty, and enjoy crafting with this. Well done. Evelyn says, I have raccoons and skunks walking through my backyard every night. Wow-wee. Was that is that on a little? When you were wobbling that, it looked like.
Like it was moving.
Yeah, look at that.
No, it's not. I was literally just sticking it down. Sticking it down. Right, before I put this whole thing down, let me get a little bit of this round here as well.
Yep. And one of my favourite comments of the day so far, Carolyn Wilson says, my idea of roughing it is finding the button on a hotel phone for room service.
Each to their own. You would get on well with my husband. Do you know? So a couple of years ago, one of my friends, actually she used to work here. She's left and set up her own business now. Yeah. But she was... her husband loves camping. We've got kids the same age, so our boys are friends. They play cricket together and whatnot as well. So, and her husband loves camping, and obviously I love camping. So she suggested, get this, that we all went away, and her and Simon stayed in the hotel down the road, and me and Dan camped with the kids.
That's like...
I was like, so we're going to set up in the camp, we're going to have the van, they would have had a tent, I would have had the van, all the kids, and then they'll just go and stay in the hotel.
That is so
I was
funny.
like, you've got to be kidding me. That's not how it works. She was like, well, then everybody's happy, aren't they? And I was like, well, no, not really.
Not really. No, not really.
Yeah, we'll just look after the 4 kids. Yeah, you just go and have a lovely time in the hotel. Not a chance. Yeah. Hey, good old Rachel, bless her. Yeah, no chance, love. So, right, here we go. So I'm going to pop this on the front here. Now, while that's gluing in place, you see I've got that nut. It's a really big, that's what an inch added extra on looks like, right? Yeah. So that's if you want a really big, thick one. And what I'm doing is just manoeuvring this into place. And then, look what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pop down here. I've just done a couple of die cut bits, right? So I've got in here, there's my little campfire. We'll add that on.
A few people saying you put the van on the wrong side of the road. No, not in this country.
Oh, but I'm boo.
UK card.
UK card, this one, guys. UK card. Yeah, funny. I like it. Right, so we've got some little pots and some little cups on here as well. How cute are these? So bear in mind, I've just cut these in silver.
Yeah.
These are from the I just think it really adds a little bit something else around here.
Yeah, it does. It's nice that you've got loads and loads of choice. By the way, I'm totally enjoying watching this, says Trudy. And Helen says, I'm absolutely loving this show. Show more putting scenes together cards. So yes,
so we
people
like
are loving
this,
it.
do we?
like
We're
it.
a fan of this.
We are
right,
a fan.
okay, we'll do more like this then.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. I've got on here, Bon Voyage, the road is yours.
Yeah.
Right. We'll pop that down the bottom corner. And then I've also got this one. This is my favourite stamp of all it. The best view comes after the hardest climb. I think we all like that one, didn't we?
Absolutely.
And I'm going to add that up on the top there. And that is how you spend, I mean, me, 45 minutes putting a demo together.
Oh.
You know that's not very Sara-like, but I tell you what.
It was worth it.
I feel like it was worth it to you.
Yeah. The best cards come from the hardest...
The longest demos.
Longest demos. There you go, see? Look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. Worth another look at that. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. This is the thing that you can create. This is the thing that you can do. Love the card, says Helen, and Pat says, "Oh, I forgot about this."
You can just admire it as long as you want.
There you go. Thank you also, Pat, says, I'm loving this card, especially what I call the peekaboo window. Altia says, that is a great demo, Sara. Love it. Jay McGillivray says, I adore this set. Picked mine up from Evesham and planning to make cards for my friend's scout group to fundraise. And Evelyn says, we live in the mountains here in Colorado. For the summer, we keep our campers and trailers there. We use Starlink to keep connected. Or Starlink, rather. Starlink. I don't know what that is. I'm loving the scenery die, says Pat. It's the first time I've actually seen a die with mountains. And Colin says, love this card. It is fun for sure. Awesome card, says Terry H. And talking to Terry H, she's also sent us a picture. This looks super cool. Thank you, by the way, Terry, for sending us a picture of your camper van. This looks... Oh, apparently it's brand new. Beano I want. Look at that bad boy. Look, that looks like the absolute business. Look at that camper van.
That is thebomb.com.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I think even Simon might stay in that.
Yeah. We reckon that might be Simon proof.
I like it.
And we'll show you a picture of Terry here. And I guess, Terry, this is your partner. There we go. There's lovely Terry. That is brilliant. Getting ready to go off on another adventure. Feel free to send in pictures if you've got your camper vans or maybe you're thinking of going camping this weekend. We'd love to see your pictures. We love it when you're all nice and interactive with us. And as I say, I just get excited when I see like pictures of America. I've been there once. Love to go back. But yeah, brilliant. Hi from Minnesota, says Cindy. I've been retired for a month now, but I've made sure to watch and get all of these new sets. Congratulations, Cindy.
Can I ask a quick question, by the way, so that you can all be commenting?
Oh, yeah.
My next demonstration, would you like me to see some die cutting and constructing that bell tent, or would you like to see me doing some more colouring and doing some more detailed colouring?
Right. Let us know in the comments.
Colouring or die cutting?
Colouring or die cutting. Go, please. And Tracy says, good afternoon. I love the camping set. If you love camping, Sara, come and visit a campsite near us that has alpacas. You can feed him in the morning. Where are you, Tracy? You'll have to let us know. And Cindy says, I bought this set as my son and daughter-in-law are moving to Reno, Nevada by Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
And they walk their dog on hikes and cycle. Wish there was a girl cycling too, you say. Starlink is satellite internet, says Chantel Jones. I suppose you potentially could. Have a look at that. Where's the cycling dog? Yeah, I mean, that could be a girl, to be honest. You could just add a little longer hair to that. Yeah, you could turn that into a girl, I would say. Very quickly, just wanted to show you the linen card collection for those of you asking. So this is what you are going to be getting. It's a brilliant price, by the way, £28, $40. So your graceful plumes collection, 24 sheets of all of these colours. So you've got a few greens in there, blues as well for your scenery, which is quite nice. You've also got the Royal Jungle. I'll get this out to show you. It's just been hacked in a little bit, that's the only problem. Oh, hello. So the colours in the Royal Jungle. So again, those of you sort of looking for greens and blues for the scenery, you've got them within this set here. That is, again, 24 sheets. I think, refresh my memory, you're getting 6 colours in there, and you're getting 4 sheets of each. Then you've got the All Hallows Eve, which is all of these colours. I mean, yeah, look at the different colours of greens you've got. Look, you've got almost the colours that Sara was just working with then, actually, to create the grass. So this is a really, really good pack to go for. And again, look at these colours here for your scenery, for your mountains as well. You've got loads of great colours in there for that. That is 6 colours again. You're getting 4 sheets of each, giving you your 24 sheets. And then you've also got the little the linen card pad that we did with the layered florals. So this is 5x7 in size, but look, super handy. And again, lovely size to be working with some of those smaller dies. And again, look, different shades of green. You've got the blue in there as well. Absolutely brilliant. And also, actually, some whites in there too, so you can add your own colours to these as well. I would say, whoever it was asking, because I can't quite remember, if you need linen cardstock to work with this collection, this is a perfect match. It's almost like we planned it, isn't it? Yeah? You think we just throw this together? No, 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 no. We do put some thought into it, you know. Sometimes £28 or $40 is the price if you want to add that into your basket. But listen, we are nearly halfway through the show. I cannot believe it. The paper pad, by the way, is almost half the stock gone. It is supposed to last the whole week. Half the stock almost gone inside 50 minutes of the launch show. So you know the drill here. We give you a chance to check out. You'll miss nothing. Get checking out, and also let us know in the comments, do you want to see colouring or do you want to see die cutting? Let us know and we'll come back in about 4 or 5 minutes time.
Hi, my name is Sherry Jackson and I have been a fan of Crafter's Companion for at least 7 or 8 years now. I love Crafter's TV. I mean, what's not to love about it? They've got great products, great prices, great people that work there for them. The customer service is great. The presenters are great. Demonstrators are great. Everyone there is great. I just love all the products. I love the tutorials we get. I love all the demonstrations, the craft-alongs, the master classes. Not only do you sell the products, but you teach everyone how to use it. I love the interaction on Crafter's TV. I love the fun, the game, the prizes. There's just so much about Crafter's TV. There's nothing not to love about Crafter's TV. You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family. I'm widowed and live alone, and every day I look forward to watching Crafter's TV, whether I watch it live or whether I go back and watch the reruns. I get so much inspiration and tips and tricks from everyone there at Crafter's Companion, and I love all of you, and I'm so thankful for Crafter's TV.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend. And the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club, and start rewarding yourself today.
Hi, it's Julesy One Kenobi here with my hoodie on. I just thought I'd let you know another reason why I absolutely love Crafters TV. The laughter and the giggles and the dressing up and the jokes. But the one thing for me that absolutely made me laugh so much I cried was the birthday week Vegas dressing up, where Ben was Belvis Mesley, and I just couldn't stop laughing because of the wig. The wig just did it for me, and I just absolutely couldn't stop laughing every time it came on. And that's another reason why I just love Crafters TV.
I'm here because I do love Crafters Companion products and Crafters TV.
Your products are great, made with great care and thought, and are second to none.
Love all the products. I love the tutorials we get.
Your papers shimmer and make all our crafts shine.
I love all of the products and all of the paper pads, of course.
I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash.
The quality of the products are phenomenal. Value for money is exceptional.
Amazing presenters, craft goods galore, launch days and craft vaults, deals bundles and more.
Your pens, pencils, and markers make all crafters say, they are mine.
Or I love Crafters Companion. Well, it's because I'm not a very good crafter, and Crafters Companion makes me look better.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being with us. It's a glorious day outside here in the northeast again, and we're having so much fun in here as well. We have brought the Great Outdoors indoors, and it's a collection that certainly you guys have absolutely taken to your heart. Do you know when you get a feel for something? I just said this morning, I've got a feeling that everyone's going to love this, and you have. You've absolutely loved this collection. It makes me smile because it's kind of a celebration of the great outdoors, whether it be you love hiking, whether it be you love going out running like me and Sara do, whether it's cycling, whether you love to go fishing, whether you love just to go strolling with the dog, and whether it's, you know, in the mountains, in the forests, in the countryside, by the seaside. I think this collection really does capture the joy of the great outdoors absolutely brilliantly. It's a great collection. It's brilliantly priced. Lovely paper pad in there as well, which you guys are devouring the stock of, by the way. That is almost half the stock gone there now. It's very, very busy. Lots of people wanting to see colouring and die cutting, but I think a lot of people...
So basically, everything I asked about.
Well, yeah, so we've had a lot of people say they want to see die cutting. That's M. Zoe wants to see both. Mary Beth Doyle wants to see you colour the Fisherman. We've had more requests for seeing the Fisherman coloured. Colouring and putting the pieces together like the tent, says Laurie. Listen, whatever we can't do in this show, there'll be more shows that we'll do down the line where we can, you know, do all these different demos. And I'm sure, if we ask her nicely, Debbie Fisher might do a demo tonight on Friday Night Live. So are we going to do some colouring? I think that's probably the one that's in the lead.
Producer Jenny told me that more people have asked for the Fisherman than anything else.
They have.
So I've got the Fisherman out.
Right.
And also, you've never ever seen this before on Crafters TV. I've pulled up a chair.
Oh, yeah, you have. I thought you were short.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am going to get in the zone. So I'm not going to be talking at all other than telling you what colour. You guys, you're going to have to talk to Ben because he's going to need someone to talk to because it's not going to be me.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to go in my own little world. So let's stamp out. I'm going to do some... Those of you who were... Oh, you won't be able to colour on because you haven't got it yet. You could save this and then come back and do the colour along when we get it, can't you? Right. Here we go. So I'm going to get my Fisherman out. I'm going to pop this down on here. Right. I'm going to have him roughly... over in this card. Hang on, do you know what? I don't think this is alcohol pen card. No, I'm going to get myself some nice... Jamie's like, I love how you can tell the difference. You can just feel it. You can just feel it, right? So I'm going to cut myself... I'd already cut this to size, so but I've got the wrong cardstock.
Okay.
So there we go. So I'm going to colour this like this. Cut this out. Right, now, because you'll find it's so much easier to work from, all right? So there we go, and I'm going to have this so that we're down the bottom, and then I'm going to have my Fisherman and his little thing up there, all right? There we go. So, because I'm going to do it in my, with the alcohol pens, I'm going to use the alcohol-proof dye. That's the trick to it all, right? So you're going to take your ink, and I'm going to stamp it down. There we go. And I'm going to stamp that once onto the base. Oh, you got your... Oh, you've got... I tell you what, it's all right for some... Oh, that's stamped perfectly. Do you know what? And then while we're there, I'm going to get a little bit of the masket tape. because I'm going to stamp my Fisherman again, right? So I'm going to pop that down there. And actually, you can come along here because I just want to make sure I don't.
So are you masking again here to do the scene, yeah?
So I can do, so that I can do a little. I'm going to show you a little bit later how we do a, how we're going to give him a bit of a glow around the outside. We're going to give him a glow up. Okay.
A glow up.
A bit of a glow up, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to stamp him down there again. So, and this was just to protect me paper. That goes off there. He is ready to cut out. When we're coming to do this, you're going to cut round him, but I'm going to start off with the colouring, okay? Now, colouring wise, I'm going to use, let's have a little look. I've got them out ready. I'm going to use jade green for his welly boots. I'm going to use a bit of yellow green for his jacket.
Yeah.
I've got the, let's have a little look. I've got golden yellow, golden yellow for his trousers. I need his, where's my skin? Fair skin for his face. And then I need me brown grey for the floor, right? And then I'll put a little bit of blue on his jacket. So that's what I'm going to be using.
Yeah. Jamie's
coming in nice and close. So, and I'm going to start and go, and I'm not going to say a single word. You can just watch me colouring.
I'm going to talk. Am I allowed to chat to you, though?
Yeah.
Oh, fine. I didn't know what it was like. Don't interrupt. I'm just going to colour and do my own thing. This collection deserves to get at least a 2-hour craft along, says Zoe Carver, to do it justice. They're sure there will be a craft along, and it will feature again, as I say, hopefully tonight on Friday Night Live. I would imagine we might be able to squeeze in a demo there. Then launch. So there is one plan. I'm just being told. Launch party. You'll see it again. There'll be who's in next week on? Is D Robin next week? Yeah, so you'll definitely see it again. So whatever we don't manage to do in this show, you will see with the other guys. And that's the nice thing about being here as well, isn't it? You've got Sara's take today. You'll see Debbie's take on it a little bit later on. Debbie Robinson will be next week as well. So you'll get loads of inspiration. Hello, Jeffrey, who's joined us, saying top of the day to Ben and Sara and the most fabulous and fantastic crew. After we've done the colouring, Sara, are we likely then to go on to doing some die cutting, do you think, or what?
So if that's what you want.
A few people are asking about the tent.
You want the tent?
A few people, I've seen at least 3 comments now saying how you make the tent.
If that's what you want, guys, that's what I'm there for.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that, not a problem.
And a question from Bev, Sloth and Squirrel, it says here, Bev. With the stamp and dies like the camper van, she says, is it easier to cut then stamp if you have the sticky stamp platform? I've trouble lining up the solid dies and I miscut frequently. Right,
if that is the case and you're miscutting frequently, then absolutely do it that way. Die cut and then stamp and use your stamping platform.
Okay. Thank you to Zoe who's joined us. Laurie is with us as well. And also Tracy Morley was talking about camping with alpacas. It's in North Lincolnshire apparently if you wanted to go and do that. Have you ever fished before, Sara, whilst you're colouring in the Fisherman?
Never, ever been fishing. I would love to do that.
Not something I've done either.
Have you not been fishing before?
Never, ever. I've fished off like, not what do you call this, like fly fishing. I've fished off the back of me father-in-law's boat before. You know, just chucking a line in.
I've never even done that.
Oh, you not?
No.
It's not action-packed enough for me, fishing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But isn't it like colouring though? So isn't it like you can get lost in the moment doing your colouring?
Yeah, I suppose. It's quite mindful, isn't it? That you can
what,
just
I've just realised this isn't, I need a bit of piece of card, that's why it's not moving as easily. There we go, right. Sorry, I'm in.
Yeah, you can probably, just put your deck chair in place, take a few drinks with you and a little picnic and sit back and relax. But if you get out in the great outdoors, I like to be walking, I like to be running or cycling. Maybe I'll fish when I'm older. Maybe, yeah, can't sit still. That is my problem. Yeah, fly fishing is when you go in like up to in your waders, isn't it? That's what that is. So I'll show you a couple of pictures as well, just whilst Sara's colouring. Just want to show you this picture here, which is Jonelle's picture hiking on Mount Rainier. Look at that.
Oh wow! That is certainly in the great outdoors, isn't it?
That looks incredible.
That really does. Love that.
Wonder what kind of animals do you get like when you're hiking up in the mountains in the US? Do you reckon there's mountain lions up there? Would you? Mountain lions, bears, would there be? And Marisol sent this picture in as well of M in the tent. So have tent, will travel.
Oh, I like it.
They go camping every year, good friends, and they love to go camping all over the place. Keep those pictures coming in. Where you love to go?
I like a good show with a load of pictures in.
I do.
Yeah, like it's nice to like. We just feel a little bit closer to you guys. We know a little bit more what's going on then. Let's have a little look. Should I give him brown hair?
Yeah. I think we're nosy as well, you see. That's why we love to. I'm still fascinated by, like, as I say, I've been to America once and I absolutely loved it. And I want to go back at some point. I'm just, like, fascinated about America and all the different places. Yeah, we see the films, we see, like, the TV series, and it's just looks like such a cool place to go to. Carol loves fly fishing. She has very serene fly fishing. And Colleen says, I used to go fishing with my friends and cousins as a young girl. My grandson Gunnar loved to fish with his friends and he's 11 years old. Well, there you go. Laurie Paris says, I love to fish from a boat, from the shore. It doesn't matter to me, very calming. So that seems to be the thing. Seems to be like, you know, colouring's very calming. And then fishing as well. Obviously, if you were like a fishing channel and Sara was doing the demo, I would have to do the chatting still as she was like wading in doing the fishing. she wouldn't talk. She'd be in a fishing coma rather than a colouring coma.
Yeah.
But this is coming on beautifully.
Isn't it just? I'm quite. It's coming together nicely.
Yeah.
And then let's have a look. Just his jacket. And then, I just need to colour his whatchamacallit, fly. What's this called here? This thing down here.
His rod.
His rod, yeah, that sounds good. Right, let's have a little look. I've got the brown-grey blend, but I feel like I need a dark, there's some nice grey shades. That'll do us nicely. Right, so let's have a little look at him. I'm going to colour him down here with the dark, yeah, that's very dark.
Is that floor bit part of the stamp, or did you do that before?
No, that's part of the stamp.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm going to colour that, and then I'm going to step down. And I'm going to step you down. So hang on, what is this one? Ice grey shades. Have I got ice grey blend? No, brown grey shades. Brown grey blend. Do you know what? Let's not worry about it and let's just go with this one. Yeah.
Another picture come in. Oh, wow. I mean, this is a setup. I didn't even realise you could camp at Disney. Is this Disney World? It is, isn't it? Faye Smith, camping at Disney World. It was a trip when her eldest son graduated. The truck with the full-on, I mean, that is a home on wheels, that, isn't it? That is what you want.
Wowzer.
That is camping
We don't get many of them over here.
You wouldn't, would you?
Did you know I was on Channel 5's £1 Million Motorhomes?
Well, yeah, but your dad's, the van your dad did was on there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my dad. I think if you have a look on YouTube, you'll probably be able to find the clip of it.
I feel like I definitely watched that. Because you were showing everyone around the van, weren't you?
I was showing everyone around the van, yeah.
And it was a little feature as part of the show. It wasn't the main show, was it?
Oh, no. They do the whole show.
Yeah.
Because obviously we were not £1 million motorhome.
No.
We were just the one that Frank built. But they did have a £1 million motorhome on the show.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready to see how we do now that he's all coloured, how great does that look, by the way?
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you cut around this, right? Now, I'll be really honest, guys, I've done one already because I've got the prep one that we did. So there's the one that we've already cut around on the sticky. And then the beauty is, you see, you just lie this over top of what we've done the colouring on, and it'll protect everything that we've coloured, right? Mm-hmm. And then that little bit down there, look, I've even got that. And I'm going to just cover that, mask that over. Now, you can use masking fluid. Some people use masking fluid, but I just think the masking tape, perfect to do that. Isn't that ideal, right? So now we've coloured him. So he's all covered. Let me get that lovely blue shade. What was I using? Let's have a look. I've got some Spa Blue.
Spa, wasn't it? Yeah.
And some Oasis. And I think I'm going to try me, I might try with this one. I'm going to use my little egg blend, right? So what you would do is you would start off with your first shade and just take it around him like this, right? So we're just giving it a little bit of a, whatchamacallit, a little bit of a shadow.
So similar to what you do with your ice blue and ice grey pens as well, right?
Yes, if you wanted to go around the outside, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want a little bit of a halo around him. And then we can take a little bit of a halo around our fishing rod as well, right? So there's the first one, that's the Oasis.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go a little bit more subtle with the ice blue. Oh no, you're a totally different colour. Mine is spar blue. Never mind, it's all going to blend out and look nice. So this is where you're going to just blend all around it. And what you'll notice is, because I've done all the colouring first, I'm going to be able to blend around and you get that lovely shading. Now, some people prefer to use like an egg. Some people prefer to use the, oh, I've moved you over now. There's that. You're all right on there, though. Some people use the egg. Some people use a blending brush.
Yeah.
Some people use the daubers or whatever. You stay on there, little man's hat, right? But all of that, all I'm doing is giving myself a little bit of a blend around there. I actually find these eggs a little bit harder to control than what the blending tools are.
Oh, okay.
So, but you just use the one that I was just using this because I noticed I already had a one with a lot of blue on.
Yeah, I know our Debbie Robinson loves those blending eggs. Actually, she finds it easy.
She likes the eggs, does she?
Yeah, she does. But horses for courses, isn't it? We've got those. We've got the different blending tools, the rectangle, the square. We've got our blending brushes.
Just use what works for you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he looks a little bit boring there, but go and get in nice and close, Jamie, because this is going to be an amazing reveal, right? He's coming. Ooh. Right. It's all right. I'm there. Oh, it's on the move. Right. Are we ready? So when I lift it. There you see.
That's brilliant.
Now I'm looking, I think he needs a bit more blending around his head, so I'm going to put that back on, right? And then I'm going to just give him a bit more blend round here. Yeah. So perfect, right. Oh, I like it. Oh.
Loads of you guys, I don't know why I would never thought, but loads of you love to fish. Jane says, I used to go fishing with my late dad, very relaxing and mindful. Laurie Paris says, I love to fish. Sue says, I love to ice fish as well. Ice fish?
Ice fish? Oh.
It's the only thing about winter to me, only good thing you say about winter to me nowadays, is that's when you literally like cut a hole in the ice, right, and then just drop your hook in. And thank you, Cindy, who says, we had our grandpup with us camping and the raccoons came up and took his ball. But the raccoons sound like really pesky creatures.
Yeah, you're really not selling raccoon living to us over here, guys. We don't have the raccoons over here, so this is...
If we had raccoons over here and they were as prevalent as they are in the US, I don't think I would go camping either if they were nicking food and footballs and all sorts. They sound really pesky.
Right, here we go. So, let's have a little look. Let's start and put the whole card together. So I've gone quite simple for this one because the work was all in the colouring, right? Which I'm and I just love that idea of having a little bit of a shadow coming around the outside of him, right? So what we've done is I've got my base card. Matting and layering is the key, right? Matting, oh, let me just get that little bit there. That's this fishing rod. You go and stay there. Because now, you see, now I've got that. You're going to keep that with the stamp so that any time you want to mask him, you're going to pull the same mask out. Yeah. Right? You don't have to keep cutting another mask out. I only re-stamped another one to show you how it was done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the all-purpose glue. Oh, I've got a little bit of extra glue oozing out there. Johnny. And I'm going to do my lovely matting and layering. So give me a base. So this is nice and strong because I've used that black card as the mat and layer. So the whole thing is got a really nice kind of sturdy base to it. So that I can then manoeuvre this into place. Aren't they lovely, them little camper vans on there? Just a little bit different.
Do you hear Johnny's jokes just then?
Oh, no. He took me off while I'm concentrating.
What do you call a girl hanging off the side of a fishing boat?
I don't know. What do you call a girl hanging off the side of a fishing boat?
A net.
I really like that. I'm going to have to stand up for this bit, but you know, it's so funny. I can't, I'm back here, I can't do it. I'm back in the game now, right? And I'm going, right, because I like to be able to look down. It's just for that colouring, I wanted to go and be like in the moment a little bit.
Exactly.
So, comfy, cosy, right? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is going to go on. And I'm going to tilt this to the side. I like this as a layout, right? Then you see that one's going to go on there. So these are going to lay up 1, 2. Hey, am I going to be in the draw for card of the week?
Well, you can for me.
Well, I better be.
John, I love Johnny. He's like, should we? He hasn't planned. He's not planned for it yet tomorrow. Should we just do a little vote at the end of this show? He's saying with the, yeah. And whatever wins will be crowned demo of the week by default because it's the boss. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
I like that. I like you thinking there. I'm going to go with that. Right. So the great outdoors. So I'm going to take this, the great, and you can pop up there. The great. I love this idea of them coming out. I'll pinch that off somebody else. This is the thing, you don't have to always come up with all your own ideas. That's what we're here for.
Exactly right.
Let's have a look. You're sticking out too much there for us. So let me just get you in there like this, right?
What is that? Oh, is that another sentiment?
The great outdoors, you see. So it says the great
and
then outdoors here. So the great outdoors. I've got enjoy the little things just to cover over. I feel like I've got a bit of a big gap here, right? Yeah. I might put you down there like that. Oh, yeah. It's all the bits of, jiggery pokery and whatnot. And then actually, don't forget, you've got all of those little... Now, I can't be doing with all this faffing about when we're living there, cutting these together and sticking them. But watch what happens if you get them ready, just adding them on. And then actually, these are the little mugs that have been coloured.
Okay.
How cute are they?
Super cute.
Get down here. 1, 2. I really should have my tweezers out for this. Right. Enjoy the little things in the great outdoors.
Perfect.
Quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nice and simple, but that colouring on point, even if I do say so myself.
Yeah, A star for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at Sara there, fishing for compliments.
Hey!
Oh dear.
Doesn't sound like me at all. That's something I do on a regular basis.
Lining another one up, there we go. We'll look at those in full detail at the end of the show.
I might come and add me one on from Wake Up Call as well, because I was quite pleased with that one too.
Oh yeah, feel free, chuck it over. Hi to Carol Gower-Beard, who says tent camping in Yellowstone National Park a few times. Once we had a black bear come into camp. Excitement for sure. I don't know if I would describe that as excitement with a bear wandering in. Unless it was
I'm not sure I would have been excited.
Unless it was Yogi Bear. I mean, that wouldn't be so bad. Love this, Sara, says Colleen. I never think about using the masking techniques. It twice today already, and it's really something, isn't it, worth adding into your projects. Janelle says, when our youth group went camping up at Mount Denali in Alaska, we had 6 grizzly walk through our camp. That was a little bit scary. Hi to Shazza, who says, I'll have to watch this on playback later on. Just been out for an anniversary lunch at Babbacombe Downs. Lovely, Babbacombe Downs. 44 years, says Shazza. Congratulations. Yes, ice fishing, says Laurie Power. Go out to a frozen lake, cut holes in the ice. And Karen says, deep sea fishing off the coast of Florida is incredible. And Carol says, I can deal with the bears, the bugs and the raccoons. It's the snakes I can't. I'm so out of there if I see one. Do you know what? I love camping, but I'm going off the idea of going camping in the US. I've got to be honest with you. If you've got to contend with bears and bugs, raccoons and snakes, I'll just stay to, oh yeah, and skunks as well. I'll stay camping here, I think. We are going to have a short break, give you opportunity to get everything checked out that you need, and then we will go through everything that you get in just a few moments' time. Don't forget that brilliant linen cardstock deal on the show for you as well, and the opportunity for you to be able to get your your paper pad again. You get 2 within the bundle, but a lot of people are adding more into their baskets. There's only $3.99 to buy another one if you're a Platinum member, so absolutely worth doing that. Get to the checkouts then, and when we come back, we will rattle through the collection for you once again and squeeze in one more demo. But in the meantime, we'll see you in a moment. Missed your favourite Crafters TV shows this week? Feel like you've missed out on the best crafting deals? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Join us for Second Chance Sunday, your ultimate catch-up on the top 10 deals, demos and must-see moments from the past week. From incredible discounts to inspiring crafting, this is your second chance to grab the best of the best. But hurry, these deals won't last long. Tune in to Second Chance Sunday, only on Crafters TV. Because every crafter deserves a second chance. Cut there. You do know this isn't a real door, don't you?
Hi Crafty Peeps, Victoria here. I love Crafters TV because it shows you the best tips and tricks on how to use your crafty stash. It also connects you with people from all over the world, and nowhere else on Shopping TV you have the opportunity to live chat with other people from the other side of the world, for example, and laugh with them and be there for them when they're having a tough time. But also know that when you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well. And when you're having a bad time and not feeling well, when you're a bit down in the dumpster and you know Crafters TV is going to be on, there's going to be some laughters and there's going to be some fun. And the banter going on between the demonstrators and the demonstrators is just really fun and really good, and sometimes the only laugh you will get when you're not feeling well. So that's personally why I love Crafters TV the most. It's the connection, the personal connection with everyone that's involved in Crafters TV and all the other crafters out there. So thank you, Sara, from the bottom of my heart for coming up with Crafters TV and for bringing all the good fun and all the crafty tips to us. Yes, thank you. Keep up the good work, and I love you. Bye.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out. We'll have a look at this collection with Sara in just a second. Jeffrey says, I enjoy my backyard. It's about 2 acres, flowering gardens, veg beds, small orchard, loads of birds and bees, chipmunks and squirrels, deer, groundhogs, raccoons, skunks and possums. When you look closely, you can see wonders. Flowers I didn't plant, insects, frogs, snakes, newts. Jeffrey, it sounds like you've got a full-on, I don't know, send in some pictures, it'd be brilliant. That sounds amazing. Colin says, love this. Amazing card, says Laurie. And I would absolutely love to see a scrapbook double page layout done using a scene build up with this, says Trudy. Well, listen, never say never. With things like craft alongs that we can do, masterclasses as well. Keep your requests coming in, and we'll always try and do as much as we can. Even with like things like the Craft Together shows as well, we can certainly incorporate your requests into those shows. Just before we get on to the final demo, for those of you that haven't yet seen this collection, let's just quickly take you through it all. I'll show you the paper pad first of all, which you're going to...
You know I'm not going to be like Speedy Gonzales in this one and then get 2 done. I mean, you don't know that. I can see, based on the pace I've done on the last couple of demos, why you would assume
I mean, if the pace that you've done the last couple of demos, we haven't got enough time to do a demo. So...
Oh, I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm enjoying this new laid-back kind of, take your time, Sara. I mean,
It's because I know I'm back. So now I've done all my travels. You've got us this week, you've got us next week. You've got loads of us, so I can take me time. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy Speedy Gonzales, Sara, as well, but this, more sort of laid-back Sara, taking the time, doing the full-on craft thing. It's good, isn't it? It's good fun. The paper pad, you're getting twice over within the bundle, all right? So if you go for the pick of the week, it is £63.19 platinum, $84.79. It is 24 sheets. And what's so lovely about this is single-sided, you'll love it, because it's single-sided sheets all the way through. But look, you've got camping-specific papers in here. So there's your canoe. but then you've got more generic patterns in there. So it's a set which works brilliantly, of course, with all the stamps and dies you get within the collection, but you can use it outside of that. I love this paper. So this one is like, it's got your hiking boots on there, there's a barbecue going, there's a kettle, there's a compass in there as well, there's mountains, there's scenery. Then you get some ditzy florals in there. All beautiful colours that will work nicely together. This again, one that potentially you could cut into, create little borders, but you've got a canoeist there, you've got hikers, you've got the mountain ranges in there, you've got some plaids, of course, in there as well. Then you've got your little trailers, so your caravans, your plain wood. Again, really, really handy to have all of these like different textured papers, more ditzy florals, more plaid in there, more sort of striped backgrounds as well. And then you've got your little mountain ranges in there too. If you're going for the pick of the week, you get that twice over within the collection. Let's do it in the order that I've got them here. So you've got your little explorer. That's super cute. I really like that. It's the first thing that caught my eye actually about this collection. I love the fact that you've got that beautiful compass stamp in there, and then all these other stamps as well in the sentiments. So this one is called Find Yourself in Nature. Some really lovely sentiments in here. Things like enjoy the journey. You've got explore more, bon voyage. You've got find yourself in nature, the great outdoors. You've also got always take the scenic route. So lots of kind of positive sentiments in there. Dream big, travel often, enjoy the little things. And that, I think, is a really, really lovely sentiment to go for, which you've seen a few times today. The best view is always from the hardest climb. So just a few of the sentiments that you're going to get in stamp form. Now, I know quite a few of you have been asking about this tent, how we build that up. That individually, and by the way, all of these items are available for you individually should you wish. That one's called Around the Campfire. So that one, you can use all of those elements to build up this really super cool bell tent, if you like. So this card actually shows you a lot of the different elements that you can die cut out. So you've got your little walking poles in there, you've got your fire with the logs, you've got your guitar, there's the old-fashioned little light in there, you've got your barbecue, walking boots, the little kettle. It's so super cute. And then I love the fact that you've got that there is actually the little strip of lights that you've got in sort of die form. So, you know, if you cut that in different colour papers or use your gems with those, that's going to look really cool as a little lighting set. Then you've got your scenery dies in here. So the best views, that one is the mountain scenery. And then you've also got that alpine charm. So all of those beautiful trees, which you've seen Sara use over the course of the show so far. And then this set here called Nature's Surroundings is the grass with that beautiful tree. And these little elements here are the different leaves that you can pop on. So you can make that tree for all sorts of different seasons. And I love the fact that you've got the ability to build scenes because you've got the foreground with the grass. You've almost got like the midground with the trees. And then you've got like the background with the mountains as well. So it's a really lovely set for building up the different aspects of all of the scenery. And look at this. I mean, this is an absolute cracker made by Nicole, like a proper like scenery card there with all the different layers built up, camper van on the front and the different layers of the trees and the mountains in the background. This card here, again, just another example of how cute that little tent is that you can build up. There's the tree with some of the leaves die cut for you. Open it up and there's our little fisherman that you've just seen on that demo. All the papers that you've seen on these samples, by the way, obviously papers from within the collection. Then you've got all of your cool little camper vans in here. So this one is called Enjoy the Journey. So if you just want the camper on its own, stamp and die for that one. Same for the caravan as well, which is called Adventure Awaits. And look, again, you can see the kind of things that you can do here. Nice kind of set to use with things like your template library as well. If you want to kind of create these on concept cards that you're seeing here, then that would work absolutely brilliantly. Love this card as well. Who's made that one? Sandy. Look at that. And you've got the little scenery going on there with your camper van and the caravan once again. So that's all included within the bundle. Then you have got your stamps. So as we saw just a few moments ago, the Fisherman, that's called Perfect Catch if you're looking for that one on its own. The Cyclist, that's called Wild Side. Go back to Wake Up Call this morning, you'll see Sara's demo where she made that project just here. So you can go back and watch Wake Up Call this morning, see how Sara put all that together and how she did all the shading on that sign. Then you've got the two walkers. So this one is called The Scenic Route, the lady with the dog. And then you've got this one, which is called New Adventures, which is the chap with the dog. And again, look at the kind of things that you can do. This is so cool. Sandy, again, creating this card where you've got the little cyclist there on that little pulley, which I think is absolutely brilliant. It's the kind of collection which is going to inspire you to make projects like this. This is a really lovely project as well, made by Carol. Almost like a bit more sort of like a scrapbook style to that one. I absolutely love that. that. And again, if you are into your scrapbooking, this is a collection, I think, which will lend itself very nice to making scrapbook pages and albums. And then the last one, you just saw a few moments ago on that card that Sara did, is your Wanderlust. So that one is that amazing signpost. And then you've got all these different words on here that you can build up to create your own message across the different pointers on the sign. So you've got happy birthday, enjoy, it's your, have a, best lovely, wishes to you, with love, on your great, and then you've got 3 little kisses as well. And this is, again, stunning from Sandy. Created that scene with the tree, with the grass. You've got the little bunny there as well. She stamped out, with love on your birthday, have a great day. And then open this one up. It's a box card. How incredible is that? That scene, again, that 3D scene built up, I just think is absolutely incredible. And this is the kind of thing you can achieve with this collection. Everything there I've just shown you is within the bundle. £63.19 platinum price, $84.79 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. We've broken it down to smaller bundles as well for you on the shop of the day if you want to see those. And as always, if you do want to go for individuals, there are individual options for you too. Few more pictures come through. Maricel, family camping at Big Bear, California. There we go. So that's your first picture there. Is that all the family? Is it? Wow, that is a camping trip and a half right there, isn't it? At Big Bear, Camp what? Camp Trinihaha. You've also got a little picture there. They're off fishing. Looks like the kids have got the fishing rod there and the tackle, off to go and catch some fish. And then the next one here apparently is cousins bonding. If I can just get the picture up. Oh, what a lovely pic! And look at that beautiful scenery as well. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Maricel, for sending in the pics. Anyone else wants to send in any pics of where you like to go camping? What's the great outdoors like where you are? Feel free to send in those pics. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we will show more before the end of the show. Right, let's get into it. We've got half an hour left, and Sara is going to show us another amazing demo. What are you going to use this time?
Well, you wanted to see the die cutting with the
yes,
tent.
the tent.
Yeah, so what you asked for, that's what I'm doing, right? I had loads of demos planned, so I could go to anything you wanted, really, basically, on this one. So here is the set of dies for the tent, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to cut all these individual pieces out, and we're going to build it up together. Yeah. So, for example, this one here, I've cut in the black, forms the base of my tent, right? This one here, you need to cut 2 of these, I have cut in the green. So it's the same thing I've cut twice, but can you see you've got 2 exactly the same. One forms the left and one flips over and forms the right. So I'm going to start building up my tent. I've got them 2. Then we've got this one, which you cut out in the next piece. Yep. Then we've got these 2 layered up pieces, and we're going to start and put it all together. So let me just show you how all of us, if you come in a little bit closer, Jamie, I think what I'm going to do is get my I'm going to use the gem adhesive because it's a nice little one to work with on here, this one, right? And I'm going to start and build up just a little bit of glue on the top here. Actually, I don't need quite that much. So I can get, so that we can have the glue on, any excess glue can rub off. But what I want is this bottom, can you see I'm going to line it up across one of my lines on the base here. Yeah. So I'm going to take that and then line up this next bit onto it, all right? So I'm lining up that bottom base there. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to make sure all that's lined up. And then I'm going to just rub that, because this is what you want. You want the manoeuvrability, you see. I want the manoeuvrability, but I do want it to be able to clag quite quickly. So come on, manoeuvre into place. Let me just double check they're all lined up along the bottom. Right. That is a good, nice stick for me. All right. So there is my nice base, and there's the background piece. So that is giving me the bit, so it's giving me the widest base form here to work with, right? Hang on, this is going to stress me out, this little bit of glue on there, right?
Such a perfectionist.
Right, there we go. So then these pieces here, can you see you've got 1 and 2, so you've got 2 side bits, right? These are them, 1 and then 2. And what these are going to do is they're going to come from the middle like this, and they must go over the green bit as though they are covering over the doorway like this, right? Okay. There we go. So that covers the one side of the doorway there. And then this is it here. So you've got to line it up so that it's covering over that lovely doorway. Yep. So that looks like the opening bit.
Yeah.
Yep. So we've got it. And then we're going to line up the next. So I've got the red for the roof. And the red for the roof is going to go over all of this. There we go. You're going to stick down there like that. Yep. There's my red roof. Just need enough for it to stick onto whilst we're putting it together. And then my little orange bit does make all the difference when you line this up, because it's all, I mean, they like this, these tents, aren't they? And obviously you could personalise and make it. What colour's your tent?
It's like a boring sort of beige.
Oh. Well, maybe
yours is much nicer looking than ours.
Do you know, I'm going to bring this down a little bit because it's not got much to stick onto there. There we go. So I'm going to stick that onto there. Add that over top there. And then all you can do, you see, whereas that's, I don't want that green there, so I can just trim it off. There we go.
Perfect.
Now I'm happy. There is my little tent. There's my little bell tent, right? So I've got the bell tent, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little scene. So I've done my tent.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some of the other bits I've done I want to show you. So I've cut the campfire with the separate little pieces. So can you see there's my inner fire, middle fire, the little logs there, stuck them all together. I've also got the guitar. I've got my little pots here, so I've got the little pot like this.
And I know we're not touched on this, but I'm thinking most of the dies here are going through the mini, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, all these ones are going to come through. Oh, what I do want to do is show you how we do the festoon lighting.
The festoon lighting?
Because I do like a little bit of festoon lighting, right? And actually, I want you to see it all coming to life. So there's your festoon lighting. I'm going to do it in the black here. So you only need a little bit of it, right? And I'm going to pop that. Where's my mini folder? There it is over there. So I'm going to pop my festoon lighting in here.
Yeah.
And actually the whole thing I will bring together with, I've got like a nice silver marker, right? So watch this. So if I bring this out like this, there you are, out you come. Right, so there's this, right? Watch here, and I'll put it on here so that we can stick it down, right? So watch this, just using the silver, you're upside down.
Will your touch of sparkle go on there?
Touch of sparkle, the gems?
The gems, yeah.
Oh, beautifully well. Yeah.
So that's another nice use for those, isn't it?
How nice and simple is this, though?
Yeah, this is a good idea.
But yeah, the sparkle. Do you know what else I saw on one of the cards? Somebody had stuck some pearls on,
yeah,
but they'd also then coloured their pearls.
Yeah.
I like that idea as well of colouring the pearls.
That was Rebecca who did that on her project.
Oh, good job, Rebecca. Good job.
Nice work.
Right. But I do like the metallic. I mean, we had these metallic pens in that bundle that we had on last night, didn't we?
Oh, in your Mayday box, wasn't it?
In my Mayday box.
That sold out.
It did, actually, yes.
A bit popular that was yesterday.
Let's maybe not rub it in people's faces.
No.
On it, but yeah, I do. Our metallic pens, I have to say, I think they're one of the most professional markers that we do. And I mean, we do a lot of markers. There you go. There's your nice festoon lighting as it was. So should we start and put the whole scene together?
Yeah, why not?
I think this is what everybody's liked, isn't it? Having putting the scene together.
Yeah.
So right, look, I've done just a die cut circle with a little bit of wood, and I've cut out the trees. So I'm going to come across here and we're going to put all the trees in the background. So dotty tape pen all the way up your trees like this. So the dotty goes up the trees.
Yeah.
And then your straight tape pen comes along the bottom like this.
Gotcha.
So you've got a good stick, right? Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop in. Do you think that's looking quite nice? Yeah, like that, right? And then let's have a little look. Don't need you. And then, some grass. I was going to put some grass on there as well. Where's my grass? Oh, here's the grass already cut out, right? So there's my grass going to go.
Perfect.
Along the bottom like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. So let's go with my grass along the bottom.
Just whilst we're watching your stick, we can say hi to Colin. He says, Sara, the design team are awesome and so creative. I'm loving all the samples that they create. You can tell when it's a good collection because the cards, there's just so many of them and there's so many fantastic samples.
And also they're really, so you, like, like for example, when I do like I love to do like a creator card or an edible show, because I like to bash through as many samples as I can, many demos as I can, to show you all the different techniques. This is a range where you're going to take time doing a beautiful card, and it's really going to mean something.
Rhonda says, I went to a Girl Scout camp when I was 10. I cried the entire week. It was definitely not my cuppa. And Trudy says, nothing like sitting around a bonfire whilst camping. Yeah, and getting your marshmallows roasted and singing the campfire songs. And Em says, thank you for showing my pics. Trini Ha is what we call our family get-togethers because our grandma was Trini and we always have lots of laughs.
Ah, now we know.
We also make matching T-shirts every single year. I love that idea. And this one from Sarah, who says, in the States, I mean, this is terrifying. In the States, we can't camp in a soft-sided trailer in the state parks because of the bears. They would claw at the tents to get in if they smelt the food.
Oh, blinking Nora. Blinking Nora.
Yeah.
Right. Okay,
Wouldn't take me bell tent there then, Sarah, from what you're saying.
No, I definitely wouldn't recommend taking your bell tent there, Ben.
No.
Right,
got
there's
some strong
that.
bear repellent.
Oh, and then I've got my festoon lighting here. This one's the one that I've put the sticky on. So I think that'll cut. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that lovely? So there's my little tent. Right, so to put the whole card together, right, I'm going nice and simple for the rest of the card.
Yeah.
Because I've got a nice, lovely topper, right? So here's the thing. You know I love good fold back.
You
so
do.
6 by 6, score it down the middle, fold it back on itself.
Yeah.
And then just using some of that paper from the 6 by 6 pad.
Yeah.
I've just done a bit of matting and layering onto some linen card. This is the difference. Always do that bit of matting and layering. It just makes your card so much more professional. And then look how I'm always manoeuvring this into place, taking off the excess glue, because then I know I've got glue right up to the edges.
Yes.
If you have problems where the edges of your cards lift, right, it's just because you're not manoeuvring that card into place as it was.
Okay.
Right, so can you see I'm going all over the back with the all-purpose, so I've got loads of it on, but then actually I'm taking it down and I'm giving it some manoeuvring so that I've got glue all the way to the edges. And then I'm just going to rub in all of the excess that we don't need.
We are well over half the stock of the paper pad on its own disappeared. It's been so busy for that today. Don't forget you get 2 within the actual pick of the week, which is brilliant. So you're getting 48 sheets, but then you will obviously get the opportunity to buy lots more should you wish. I tell you what we will do at the end of the show. We will get a little vote on your favourite Sara make. We've got Jan on the socials. If you don't mind, Jan, just do a quick little vote at the end. It's become a bit of a thing on a Sara show now.
Yes, Sara likes a bit of vote.
Sara likes a little vote.
Oh, where did I put all my... I had some lovely little sentiments. Here it is. Right, look at this. I've got Wild Side.
Yeah.
Right. So Wild Side goes down here like this. And then I think it's these sentiments really do just add that lovely finishing touch.
Absolutely.
And then I've got Dream Big, Travel Often. I'm going to take that up on the top here.
Do you try to do a camping trip every year, pretty much?
I have been, yes, the last few years. Oh, look at that. I like that. I like that a lot.
So good.
Even if I do say so myself.
Yes. Very good. I tell you what, this vote is going to be intense.
I'm just sitting down. I'm like, sorry, it took a little bit of a while for me to clock on there. I don't think I would can I just check that you've got them all?
No, they're not in order.
No, but I'm going to check that you've got them on, good angle, good lighting on there. Yeah.
Jamie, can you just check the lightings, like making sure you're showing these in the best light for me? Can you just, can you make sure? Can you make sure you do a nice pan, like nice and slow, that it's a proper, like professional pan? Oh, no, sorry, yeah. Just get the right angle on them, Sara. Sara's not quite got the right angle.
You go. I'm ready.
Okay. All right, number 1, camper van.
Yes.
Number 2, cyclist. Do. Number 3, fishing for compliments. Number 4, intense.
I do like how you've given them names.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we're going back the other way. You may as well go the whole way now. So 4, 3, Fishing for compliments. Number 2. We're going faster. Too tired, that one. Too tired is the bicycle. And the first one there. On the wrong side of the road. That famous Van Morrison song. Oh no, he was on the right side of the road, wasn't he? Right. So there you go. 1, 2, 3 or 4. Get your votes in there. It's only just for a bit of fun. So get your votes in and we'll announce the winner in just a second. Just wanted to quickly show you the linen cardstock, which I know we have got available on this show for you. A lot of people have been adding that to their basket since we showed it because it's got a lot of good colours in there that you will use alongside your collection. So in this bundle, Royal Jungle. So you've got a lovely collection of sort of brighter colours in here, but certainly colours that you can use within this set. So there are 6 colours in here. You're getting 4 sheets of each, giving you the 24 sheets. A few people were asking about the greens that you might use. The Graceful Plumes, and certainly the All Hallows Eve as well, has some lovely shades of green which you can use. And actually, got your blues for your skies there as well in there, so some beautiful blues. You've got the bright oranges, yellows in there, some reds, and then here are those beautiful greens as well. And all of this is in the one bundle for £28 or $40. So that's all of the colours that you get in the Graceful Plumes collection. 24 sheets in that, 6 colours, 4 sheets of each. Next up, this is really good actually, the 5x7. So again, really nice handy size for cutting out a lot of the smaller dies that you've got in this set, but it is 30 sheets in there. Let me just double check. Yeah, you're getting 10 colours, 3 sheets of each. So look at that. I mean, you've got blues in there, you've got the different shades of green as well for all the grasses. That is it, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll have everything you need in there.
But again, look through here, you've got the blacks in there, white, so you can ink up onto that one as well, pinks and reds, and your sort of chocolate browns in there too. So that is 30 sheets. And then on top of that, the All Hallows Eve, and this has got a nice couple of contrasting greens in here as well. But look, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 6 colours in there. Again, 4 sheets of each. And take a look for your contrasting colours, well actually across the 2. It was that one, and then the green that you got from the Graceful Plumes as well. But across that is 24 sheets, 48, 72, 102 sheets of your linen cardstock across the 2 different sizes. So A4 and 5x7, £28 or $40. A lot of people, since we showed that, have added that into their basket to make this collection go even further. Now, Friday Night Live tonight. This is the deal I was alluding to earlier, the daily deal. You guys have been shopping for it. I'm not surprised. Getting 5 of our shimmer sprays with a 37% saving on. So a great opportunity to try shimmer sprays for the first time. These are normally $5.99 each. If you're a platinum member, you will get all 5 of those for that price. The colours that you've got within this collection, you've got your seashell pink, you've got your golden sunflower, royal velvet, sunset bronze, and then the summer meadow as well. Just to say, that deal is only available up until midnight tonight, and that we will be focusing on talking more about in Friday Night Live tonight as well. Also to say, make sure you join us in that show because we have got your opportunity to win your basket and some amazing price drops tonight as well. We normally do those just towards the end of the first hour. Those will be coming up, plus a game for you to win. What team are you going to go for tonight? I mean, Facebook are on a bit of a run at the moment, aren't we? So
just dropping it in. They win every week.
Will you be joining the winning team, or are you going to stay on YouTube? Maybe we'll have a full switch over tonight, and we'll have all the YouTubers coming on to the winning side. We shall see. You give
them a good go. Guess who's in for Friday Night Live next week?
Oh, he's back in. She's back in. Oh.
I like a Friday Night Live show.
Yeah, I know you do. Oh, I look forward to that. Yeah, so it's tonight. We've got all your pictures as well. So if you've sent any pics recently, make sure you're watching because you could win bonus points on our Friday Night Faves. And as I say, that brilliant game plus loads more goodies for you to pick up as well. Let's have a look at some finished samples with Sara.
But do you know what? I haven't actually had a chance to show some of the ones over here, actually. That might be really nice. So, because I like you to be able to see all of them, because I know a lot of you come back and look for the ideas. How nice is this? So you build that scene. So can you see that's a little bit of the, you're inking in the background. And I love this with the stars and the moon on there. This is your craft card done with it. You've got your trees that you've seen me do, and I like the road on there, and then the camper van on the front. How nice is that? But not a difficult card to do.
No.
You know, use the techniques that we've talked about, learn how to do. I like how we've done like a little bit of colouring techniques today, because once you've learned the colouring techniques, you can apply them to anything, right? Now, how cute's that?
That is super
Double
cute.
stepper card, right? So
Wow.
that's your easel card, and then you've got the extra step on the bottom. You don't see them very often. I like them cards though. I think they're a little bit different. And yeah, you've got the step at the back and the step at the front. I think that's lovely, that one. I
Absolutely,
love this
yeah.
mini step on the front there. You've got the caravan in the back and then the camper van at the front. So you've got that one. I have to say this.
Oh, this is a brilliant project.
We need to do this as a craft along.
Yeah.
To me, I want to learn how to do this. So I've never done this. So this is one of Sandy's. Sandy, I feel like I need some instructions, love, if you're watching, because I want to understand how you do this, because I would love to be able to try it and then teach everybody else how you do this.
The fact that it folds flat is incredible to post. Yeah.
And that's going to go down like that, and then it's going to step up. This steps forward, that steps back, and then that whole thing steps down.
That's really, really clever.
I'd love to learn how to do that. So if I can learn how to do that, then I'll teach you. Then there's this one. Look at this with the little pocket card. You know what's going to happen? By the time we get this lined up, we're going to be doing a craft along with this, and then there's going to be none of this great outdoors set to buy again.
Oh, exactly right.
One and done. So you'll need the set. Just trust that we're going to be doing the craft along at some point in future, right? There's the tent that I showed you, and I like that festoon lighting with the glitter on top of there.
Yeah, yeah.
So can you see it's got the little bit of glitter, so it's really three-dimensional, done with the pink tent on the front. I think that's quite cute. And then this one, I just think's lovely. Look at this. So, and I actually think, do you know, that mountain biker, it's just really unusual and different, isn't it? I know Leanne's husband, he loves his mountain biking, so...
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. He goes out biking a lot.
Yeah.
So I just think that's really... And actually, that would be great for them. Caravans just like that. And then Simon goes out biking, and then they go out walking together.
Yeah.
And they've got the little dogs.
They have, yeah.
I can tell you, because it's Leanne who put this range together, you can kind of see where the inspiration's come from, can't you?
Such a great set. I'll quickly whiz you through the collection once again, and I will announce the winner of the vote. We have a result through, and it was very, very close as well.
Was it indeed?
It was indeed. I'll put those in order so I don't forget. So the collection itself, let's show you that paper pad once again. If you're going for the pick of the week, you will get 2 of these paper pads within the bundle. It's 24 sheets, 12 designs, 2 sheets of each. And as you can see, as we whiz through here, it's such a great pad. I can understand why these have been selling in their hundreds. So many beautiful different papers, sort of pertaining to your camping and the great outdoors, but then you've got lots of really stunning patterns in there as well, which will not only complement the other papers in here, but will work really nicely with other collections that you might have picked up recently. There's lots of pattern designs in here, lots of sort of ditzy florals in there as well, and single-sided. And a lot of people love to have single-sided paper, so there's going to be no waste here. 24 sheets, you'll get 2 pads within your bundle. You will also get this beautiful stamp. So that's got the really cool compass on there, and then a whole host of different stamp sentiments. This one is called, again, I'll just name check these for you in case you do want to get them individually. Find yourself in nature. So that is all of the stamp sentiments in there. Things like follow your dreams. You have got always take the scenic route, wild side, enjoy life's little things, enjoy the journey. There's loads of positive quotes in there, which is lovely. Now you're also going to get this set. So this is the Wanderlust. That's the amazing sign with all the different stamps on there. So you've got a whole host of different words that you can use to build up your own sentiment that you will stamp onto that sign, allowing you, as you're just looking at some of the words there, to be able to create projects like this. Again, brilliant box card from Sandy, where you've got all of the sentiments stamped onto this sign, cut out in your craft card. It says, with love, on your birthday, have a great day. Scenery with the grass dyes there. There's that tree with the leaves on, little bunny rabbit, open it up. You've got the full-on tent and campfire scene. It's absolutely brilliant. If I just tip that, you can see the levels of detail that Sandy's gone to with that little project. And then you've also got a little stamp on the insert as well. So that's the next part of the collection. The stamps in here, again, you've seen these. The chap walking his dog, so that's called New Adventures. You've got the lady also walking her dog in stamp form. You've got the chap on his bike as well, the wild side. And then, of course, the fisherman as well, which is called Perfect Catch. And again, just a few projects here to sort of whet the crafty appetite. That's a really lovely, almost like sort of scrapbook style card, if you like. And then this one, we absolutely love. The scene with the little cyclist. There he goes. like Tour de France, isn't it? Look at that. So those are all, such a kid. Those are all of your stamps within the set. Next up, this is what you've just seen as far as the tent is concerned. So if you want to go for that one on its own, it's called Around the Campfire. So all of those dies there to be able to build up the actual tent. You've got the campfire in there, you've got all of the different kind of bits of equipment, the kettle in there, you've got the pot, you've got the lantern, you've got the little seat, the guitar in there, you've got the walking canes there too. This is a really brilliant card from Rebecca. Again, using all of the elements of that collection, including the string of lights and then all of the trees and the grass in there to build up that scene. This is cool as well. Jan's popped this one together. Again, open that one up. You've got that Fisherman on the inside there as well. The scenery dies, by the way, also included. So if you like the trees, that's called Alpine Charm. Love the fact that we kind of give you the foreground, the midground and the background with all of these. So trees, the mountains, which is called Best Views. And then this one here is sort of your foreground, if you like, with nature's surroundings. So you've got the grass die, that tree is brilliant, and then all of these dies here to be able to decorate it up. So you've got a tree, really, for all of the different seasons. And then lastly, in the bundle is your fantastic caravan and your camper van. So if you want to go for that one individually, the stamp and die, that is called Enjoy the Journey. And then you've got the caravan on its own. That stamp and die set is called Adventure Await. And again, a really cute little project there, just popping together a few of the different elements we've just looked at to create some really, really cool cards. $63.19 is the price for all of that. And you get 2 paper pads, don't forget. Everything available for you individually if you do want to go down that line. Right, just before we go, let's do the all-important vote. I can narrow.
I've done some good cards today, even if I do say so myself.
I can narrow it down to the top 2 for you.
Go on.
Okay, so I can tell you it is not number 4.
Oh, lights out
not
number 4.
Number 2.
Ah, that was me one from Wake Up Call.
So it is down to 1 and 3.
I mean, that was good colouring on both.
I mean, it was. I can tell you the winner by 1 vote.
Oh, no way! Really?
Yes, that is the winner.
Oh, I love it.
So thank you for all of your votes. Yeah, a lot of people love that card. A lot of people love the fishing stamp as well. And I didn't realise we had so many fishermen and women watching us, which is just brilliant.
Anglers. We call them anglers.
Anglers. So we fisher people. Sara, thank you. I've really enjoyed the 2 shows today. I mean, I always enjoy our shows, but they've been brilliant today, these 2 shows. When are you back, pray do tell?
I was going to say, good news. I'm working away over the weekend. I will be back early on Wednesday morning, so I'm with you Wednesday.
Right. I shall very much look forward to that. And then, of course, you're with me through next week as well, into Friday Night Live next Friday. And talking of Friday Night Live.
How are you? You aren't going to know it's hit yet.
She'll make sure I get a nice, relaxing weekend in. I'm back with you in an hour's time talking of Friday Night Live. The fish will be with me for that. All the fun, all the entertainment, all the prizes, all the demos. You know what Friday Night Live is all about. So get ready for that. In the meantime, check out your pick of the week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.